It seems like every month removed from the release of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we are finding out more about what could have been in alternative versions of that film and what it is, I guess, in other multiverses. So, in this video, let's talk about the return of the Iron Monger. So, in case you've forgotten, Iron Monger, the villain of the first Iron Man film, and one of the villains, well, I guess in this case a hero technically, that would have been featured in the lineup of the Illuminati in the early drafts and was in the early storyboards of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So here is one of the storyboards that we recently saw hit the net. Obviously right here you have Captain Marvel and Captain Carter. Right there in the middle we have Balder, I'm gonna assume, because yeah. And then right behind him, we obviously have the Iron Monger. Now, who was supposed to be in the suit is still debated among fans. Some believe that this is at the time where they were still going to have Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, played by Tom Cruise. So maybe this would have been one of his suits of armor, which honestly doesn't make too much sense if you just kind of really think about the fact that they were going for the whole superior Iron Man thing. But again, it's the multiverse, so who really knows? But I think it's really cool and interesting that they could have had him here. And also, what if, and nobody's talking about this one, what if it was Obadiah back? Right? Like in this universe, he ends up being a good guy, having an Ironmonger suit. And also in some of the other concept art we saw along with this, we see that there's still very much a active Ultron force, if you will, and these look to be a lot more Iron Man in nature. So maybe the two actually work together in this multiverse and would have been something really cool and different. But again, it was ultimately scrapped for whatever reason, and who knows if we'll ever see it return. But I think it's a really cool way to approach it, especially because, you know, this Ultron Force is kind of like a callback to the Iron Legion, if you will, almost. But again, they were credited as Ultron bots, which means they still would have had that sentient AI controlling it and whatever else. But I'm just more interested in knowing what exactly the story ended up being here between, I guess, Tony and Obadiah, and how the two ended up on the same page. Again, assuming it is Obadiah in there, which only makes sense to me. I don't see why it would be somebody else. Either way, though, cool little storyboard right here. Another cool what if. Hey, maybe they'll play around with that in a what if episode. That'd be fun. Whatever happened to that show? I thought we were supposed to get like 4 seasons or something.